What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How is everybody doing out there in fish tank land? Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. Let's see here. I mess around with the OBS because it's always something new. There's always something. It's always something. Let's see. There's so many people up in the chat to start with today. Let's see. Let me go ahead and check it out. My father, Papa Hardin, is up in here first up. He just got back from camping trip. Very cool. We had Deanna Somerville. We had Mike from the Fish Tank Barn. Mr. B was up in here. I appreciate everything that you do over there at the, on Facebook with the YouTuber notification squad over there. I really do appreciate all of that. Dan Slee, how are you? Denny's Aquatics. And Amber's in the house. Benny's Aquatics. What's up, man? Now, Amber is, and Rich as well. Good to see you as well. I got to get down the bottom of the chat. We've just been chilling out today, relaxing after yesterday. Amber made a very good 4th of July meal, dinner, and I have to say, I had like a food coma after that one. And I even got up this morning, I was like, I need to go for a walk after that. It felt like it was just really good. It felt like I just had like a huge Thanksgiving dinner last night. But she did pulled pork, we had pulled pork sandwiches, she made homemade potato salad, and black-eyed peas with greens. It was really good. I think she posted pictures. She's been going nuts with Instagram, and she posted some pictures, I believe, on Instagram of dinner last night. So you can check that out if you want to see pictures of it. Well, I hope everybody's doing all right here on this Sunday afternoon. I hope you guys had a good 4th of July. Hope everybody stayed out of trouble, out of jail, and nobody hurt themselves with fireworks or anything like that. Ginger Graves, how are you? Good to see you up in here. There is an echo. Is there an echo? Let me double check here. I can double check here. Oh, does that help? Does that help the echo? That should help the echo because I had 2 audios open. Let me know if that gets rid of the echo. It might. We have Rose Aquatics. How are you? Good to see you up in here. Is that what we said? Yep. And that Chevy's Fish. How are you? Anthony's Fishy Friends. So yeah, let's see. I'm just waiting to see if the echo's gone. It should be gone. It looked like I had double audio. There is an echo. Amber says it's better. Yeah, it should be better because I had to mute one of my audios. I've been playing around. I've been running my audio, this microphone, right into my camera now, which I used to put it through a soundboard, which was nice, but whatever. I just trying this differently. Anyways, D from Down the Wormhole, how are you? Good to see you here. I enjoyed your stream. I got to make it for a little bit of that today. Just kind of weird being lazy today. Just a little bit lazy after yesterday. Trying to do some stuff outside in the garden a little bit. Amber was anyways. And just trying to work on YouTube content and trying to like fix old content. I have to say, one of the things that I want to tell people out there, anybody out there that's creating content, oh boy, yeah, try to do it right from the beginning, because imagine if you have 200, 300 videos and you want to go back and fix something and change something. Yeah, you got 300 videos to go change something on, so it can be that stuff gets tedious. Sandy Dottie, how are you? Good to see you here. Psychedelic Hippocampus, good to see you as well. Toronto Aquatics, Plants and Animals, hope you're having a good Sunday. Let's see. I don't know, Benny. I don't know anybody that would ship rams to New Zealand right now. That reminds me, I was going to mention to you guys, I am doing a live stream tomorrow night at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on another channel. It's Pat's Fish Tanks. You guys might not know him. He's actually from Denmark. Well, he's in Denmark now. He's from Slovakia, but he's in Denmark. And he's in school there, but he has a YouTube channel, Pat's Fish Tanks, and I'm going to be on his channel tomorrow. It's really cool what he's doing, because it's crazy. I didn't realize that a lot of, in Europe, a lot of people have a hard time finding content, and American content. They have to search extra hard to find us. So he found the hashtag FishFamNews, and for him, it was a really nice, way for him to find other American channels, other U.S. channels and stuff like that in regards to the fish keeping world and the hobby and whatnot. So it's really, really cool. Really, really cool. It's been nice to chat with him. I had a long little, little FaceTime thing here earlier today, and that was really nice. I look forward to chatting with him. He's got a lot of guppies. He's really going hard into guppy breeding, fancy, into genetics and whatnot. Mike Howe, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The Amber pulled pork fun. Yes, a couple of people, I think even Bob Kaler was talking about having some of it vacuum packed and shipped to him on ice packs. He was I'll tell you what, it was really, really good. I was ready to go back for seconds. I wanted more. She had a whole bowl of this, and there was all this bark from the top of it. It was so nice. And I wanted more, and I couldn't eat any more. She made homemade barbecue sauce as well. And when Amber cooks, she goes all out, and she cooks all the time. Oh, even breakfast. I'm like, just take it easy. She's like, no, this is what I do. This is what I do. So I let her do it. I got to get it on camera, though. I'm telling you, she should have a cooking show on YouTube. She should. Most definitely. That might not happen, but I'd have to say she could do it. She could pull it off. Let's see. Chattanooga Ed, how are you? Good to see you here, man. I've been enjoying all of your streaming. Guppy Guru, how are you? So Guppy Guru, I don't know. I was trying to link you guys together. I guess you guys know of each other. I guess he said that he met you through, or he found your channel through my #FishFamNews. I don't know. That was interesting. But it's just crazy to think that they can't find there's not a lot of content in their languages, right? So he's been taking the time to make content in English, so for other people that are all the other English speaking people there in Europe, so that it's interesting. Anyways, so I'm going to talk to him tomorrow, and we're going to get into a lot of different things. I definitely want to talk with him about the differences between the East and the West, and just the differences in the hobbies a little bit. Europe definitely handles the hobby differently. I mean, I feel like in a lot of ways they take it really hardcore, really heavy into plants and the aquascaping, but at the same time, they struggle just to find medications because that stuff is illegal. They have to jump through hoops, or even have to go to a vet just to get some metronidazole or levamisole or fenbendazole or any of that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really crazy too. It's really interesting, just the differences between our cultures, the fish keeping cultures. There is a culture around fish keeping between different parts of the world. That is for sure. Speaking of all that, we have the Aussies in the house. Blake's Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you up in here. I gotta get up on your channel. We gotta do something one of these days. That'd be fun. That was really nice hanging out with Josh over at Aquamate. That was fun. I enjoyed that. J Rowe, how are you? Good to see you up in here. I meant to say hi. I guess I don't know. I think I missed you on that one. On saying hi. So, you guys see the tank behind me. I don't know if you guys checked out the video or not. I did put out a video on just scaping this. Amber and I went out collecting hardscape a couple of weeks back. And I don't know if you saw that video. That was pretty fun. That was a really fun video, actually. It was fun. It was a fun day. It was fun to edit because I laughed my butt off just editing. And it's just fun I enjoyed the way it came out. So it was really cool collecting all that hardscape, and I just love all the slate that's available here. It's so much fun to have so much just readily available. It's everywhere. It's coming out of the ground. So that's what I tried to recreate in here is slate coming out of the ground. So we're going to get into the planting of that. I'm just going to let it sit and settle for a while. It cleaned up really nicely, but I want to you just think 2 or 3 times before I put plants in it. I'm thinking grasses. That'd probably be more realistic if I do want to go for a Vermont kind of biotype tank. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a hold of any local plants just right now. And so I think I'm just going to go with some kind of val and some some dwarf hair grass, something like that. She did kick that rock's butt. That is for sure, Ginger Graves. She definitely did. She definitely did. I almost used that shot. I almost screenshotted that shot of her holding that rock right over her head, and I wanted to use that as the thumbnail. So bad. So bad. So she's cooking up a storm in there. What was she say she was cooking? What is she working on? What are you making down there? Screaming. Did I scream at you guys? I'm sorry. What are you making? Oh, she's gonna yell at me. Never mind. I'll ask her and then she'll hear me in the chat. What are you making, Amber? She should be watching the chat. Mark Von Wisco, how are you? Good to see you up in here, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Oh, she's making apple cake. And homemade mac and cheese to have with the leftover pulled pork. That's not bad. Homemade macaroni and cheese with pulled pork and then apple cake for dessert. I think I can handle that. But I'm definitely going to get up in the morning and go for a nice long walk again tomorrow morning. Gonna even it out. Carrie from Silence Gal Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool. It's really nice to be able to go out and collect rocks and hardscape, locally. I definitely recommend cleaning them well. I know for a fact, as much as I clean these, I soak them even with a little hydrogen peroxide and some deli cups and whatnot. But I still know that I've transferred probably some natural or green algae and whatnot from Lake Champlain are in this tank. I mean, it's a fact. I could have scraped some of it off of one of these rocks and put it on the microscope, but and I probably will as it grows, but I'm sure that some of the first algae that will be growing off of these rocks in here under this light are going to be algae that that came from Lake Champlain. So we'll see how that goes. Whenever you take something out of the wild, you're definitely, whether you think it or not, whether you think so or not, you put it on the microscope. And unless you boil stuff, which you should not boil rocks, unless you boil them, soak them in bleach, which you should also probably not want you to do is soak them in bleach. Or what do you got? Muriatic acid. You have to do something really hardcore to get everything, to kill everything. And then you're probably not going to kill everything because life will find a way, right? So you just got to do your best to keep a balance, I think. Yeah, I look forward to that stream tomorrow. That was really nice. I enjoyed the chat with him today. And I'm really excited to chat with him about guppies. He's really going hard into just working with the guppy phenotypes, and there's sort of a lot of really serious clubs just on guppies over there in Europe, and he gets involved with some of those. He's had some really awesome people on as guests, a lot massive people, OGs in the hobby, in the Indler and guppy world. He's managed to get interviews with them, and so I'm honored that he asked me to be on his channel, because compared to everyone else he's had on there, I'm nobody. I'm just a fish nerd like the rest of us, just goofing around and just learning as I go. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun stream. It's gonna be 2 hours too. He's going 2 hours, so I'm gonna have my water, have all my libations, all my water and my ice water and my stuff, coffee ready to go, because I'll be sitting here. I'll be sitting in front of this desk for 2 hours tomorrow night. At least it'll be for us here in the United States, because it's got to be early because of his time zone there in the UK. It's going to be, in Denmark, it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on his channel. So definitely go subscribe to him, you guys. Definitely. Pat's Fish Tanks. Anyways, let's see. Thunder Aquatics. How are you? Good to see you here. Uh-oh, Thunder wants the goby, the lipstick goby. Uh-oh. She's trying to get me to put the lipstick goby in this tank. He's been through QT. He's doing well. He's happy and healthy. But I really didn't want to put a lipstick goby in there. It would look nice in there, and it would love those rocks. I think it would definitely do well in there. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Definitely do well in there. What? Okay, you did you bred the quad red cockatoides. Okay. All right. Let me putting it all together. She's screaming up the stairs from the kitchen. Beanies Aquatics. I know there's something, that's what YouTube did to me. There's a couple of videos on YouTube that YouTube just went for and went hard on and promoted me with those, and suggests those videos very heavily because they have good numbers for the algorithm. So a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, people are going to tell me that they found my channel from my wild fish collecting video, my wild guppy collecting video in 2018. And that is, there was a huge chunk of people. There was two videos. There was one in 2017 and one 2018. And probably should have made hundreds of them, right? But the first one has 150, I think, thousand, and the other one is over 500,000 views. But I got a lot of subscribers. I made a lot of good friends here in the community from those two videos. That is for sure. It's for sure. Yeah, gobies would be nice on the slate rock. I think they would enjoy it. I don't know if you guys, for those of you that did see it, you'll see, I have the rocks kind of sticking out all together. What's nice with the slate is you can kind of go collect a lot of it, and then so easy to recreate that stacked slate look. Just stack it back together again, and it looks like very natural to a certain extent. I'm sure a lot of people would look at it and be like, amateur, and yeah, it is. But I like it. Cody's son, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Guppy Guru, new member, welcome to the members world. Guppy Guru, thank you so much. Silver level member. Now I'm trying to do more and more and more stuff. I want to just, it's so much easier for me to just do stuff weekly because it's easier to remember if I just do something every week. But I don't know about doing a members stream every week, but maybe. But I definitely trying to do a lot more members content. And with everything happening here with the fish in the house, all the fish that Amber has been working with, it's so much content to share, and I don't want to just give it all away right into YouTube right away. It's really nice to be able to share that stuff first with my members. So for the most, that's one of the big things I think by being a member is the opportunity to hang out and see what's going on. Just hang out on more of a low-key kind of level, not sitting here in my office. It's usually walking around the house, going completely mobile, and we just check out all the fish. If there's something someone wants to see, they can see it. We can look at stuff and can ask Amber questions, and she's usually involved. And then another thing we were thinking about doing, Amber and I were thinking about doing, is like a breakfast kind of thing, maybe once a month with my members, where we just kind of hang out, and it's more of an earlier thing in the day with coffee, and it's literally just us hanging out in the kitchen. Amber has a lot of other animals besides fish, and all those animals get fed every morning. So like feeding time in the morning, it's not just making bacon and eggs for me. It involves lots of rapashi and raw meat and and flightless fruit flies and stuff like that. So it's an interesting morning. So we were thinking about doing that, just kind of chilling out, and answering fishy questions and stuff like that. So those are the kind of things that we look forward to doing, that I look forward to sharing with people as members. That's for sure. I'll be honest with you guys. I am very dizzy today. For 2 days now, I've had vertigo. I don't know if I'm just getting like an ear infection or something, but I've had vertigo for 2 days. So if I move my head around, everything just starts spinning. It's not fun, but I've had it before, and it's usually a couple of days and it passes. But it's been an interesting day. So if I look a little woozy or even closing my eyes, it's because I'm dizzy from just moving my head around and looking at this screen, the camera, and the chat over here. 3 different things. That just alone going back and forth makes me dizzy. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to make it. I know I'm going to make it. Let's see here. Let's see. I was talking to some people about, it's not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think, because right now we're just getting settled here. We're trying to hustle and get some fish out to people. But definitely traveling to do some fish collecting is something that Amber and I both have talked about many, many times. We both have dreams of doing stuff in Asia and stuff back in South America. Would be very fun as well, the right time of the year. So I am looking forward to that for sure. And I don't know, I've just been talking to some people today. I was talking to Michael Barber, a friend of mine. I was talking to him today about just some different fish, and I was watching some videos, trying to look at different species that we had collected there, and it just had me thinking there were so many fish that I did not bring back because I was trying to be responsible, and I did not want to just bring stuff back to bring it back and not breed it. But now I look back at things like the Farlowella, or like there was even these Rhinolora caria. There's just so many like these little catfish and stuff that I overlooked when I was there. I felt like, and now I look back and it's like, I would have brought some of those back, and I would have bred them for sure. I don't know why I didn't get them. So that kind of stuff makes me want to go back to Peru so bad, and bring stuff back, but bring things back with an effort to put them through QT and get them breeding and make them available to other people. That's for sure. Let's see, Papa Shrimp, how are you? Good to see you on this wonderful Sunday. I hope you had a good 4th of July. Just looking around in here for questions or anything. I know, Dizzy, it makes me easy to... I know, I'm easy to tease. No, I do. I am having a little bit of it's definitely straight up vertigo. Even like when I was going to run this morning, I couldn't run. I had to just do brisk walking this morning. Very cool, Guppy Guru. Yeah, I look forward to seeing people. One thing I do look forward to is definitely when things kind of get back to more of a normalcy, a routine or whatnot. You know what I mean. And we can like go to events like we all remember doing. Go to Fishkeeping events and stuff. I look forward to seeing a lot of people. It's interesting because Pat's fish tanks. Patrick was talking to me about how he already bought plane tickets to go to the Chicago Aquascaping, and he was going to be there. And all of us that were going to be there were going to get to meet him. And the unfortunate thing too, he had no insurance on those tickets, and he lost them because they canceled that, as far as I know, or whatnot. He's not going anyways, and so he lost his money on that, and he's just a college student, so it's kind of unfortunate because the money that kind of money goes a long way, and he lost that. That was kind of a bummer. But yeah, so people like him, even coming all the way from Europe, it's really nice to get to see people from all over the world that decide to make it to these events in the United States. It's fun stuff. I look forward to getting to do that again, and it's all getting to kind of hang out together, go out to dinners together. Those were fun. Those were fun events, and those are fun times. I definitely miss some of that stuff. Let's see here. Dallas is the plan too. I think Amber and I have just been that's been the plan. Is Dallas at this point is probably the most realistic next thing to be involved with. That will also would involve Halloween costume stuff, which I don't know where direction I'm gonna go with that. If I do that, try to keep it like not expensive. I try to be smart, but definitely. Jason, you're late. You get to sit in the back of the class. That's what happens. When you're late, you have to sit in the back of the class. Tiffany White, how are you? Good to see you here. Jason, it is good to see you here, man. I appreciate you popping in. I love that second part, that part two to the... I love that part two to the interview with Jim Carmark. You should make sure you hit the OCA. The OCA would be nice in November. That's, it would be nice. I don't know. I shouldn't talk because Amber, I don't know how she feels about it, but there's this dreamy idea of actually bringing fish to one of these events one day. Bringing fish and selling fish at one of these events. I don't know. She's like, shh. What were you yelling a minute ago? Oh, we are going to do Chicago, I guess, is what she's yelling at me. So we are going to probably be at Chicago? I guess she was looking at hotels there. The hotel, that's what she was talking about, the hotel. One of the hotels is like super expensive. I think it's like twice as much, 3 times as much as some of the other, like the Hilton is like a third the price as the hotel where the event's going to be taking place, I think is what that was. We were talking about that. Anyways, so yeah, Chicago, that would be awesome. Okay, I thought we were holding off on Chicago and just doing a Dallas. But the OCA would be really nice as well. And still, then again, you know, we were gonna be driving to these things because Amber doesn't fly; she drives. It's kind of like my mom. My mom would never fly. She would drive across the country, just to, you know. Amber went from Vermont and drove all the way to San Francisco to talk to the San Francisco Bay Aquarium Society. So yeah. So, but in that case, my point is if we're driving, then that makes it possible to actually maybe bring fish one day and sell fish or do something like that. I don't know. It's a dreamy idea of mine, kind of, to have a booth at one of these events one day. Anyways, let me go through here. So who is gonna be in Chicago? Mike Howell, you gonna be there? It looks like Ginger Graves, maybe. What am I seeing here? I'm trying to use my eyes with my vertigo and my dizziness. I'm fired. Jason says, okay. Let me see here. I'm not that far behind. I just went all the way up to the top. Well, maybe I am that far behind. Patrick, how are you? Good to see you here. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, no. For the rain, road trip. Road trips are nice too. You know, I grew up doing road tripping a lot, and one thing I do enjoy about road tripping is there's a lot of things to see along the way, and you can stop different places along the way. But with someone like Amber, you better make room for tubs and totes and stuff because the car's going to be full of animals on the way back. That's usually how that goes. Yeah, that's usually how that goes. Dr. Experimentus, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Yes, I know what you meant, Jason. You are fired. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, this week I want to go ahead and scape this tank with something. I think I'm gonna go with some grasses and stuff. I'll put together a video. So I haven't said anything, and I don't know why, because I don't want to say anything, because I don't want to say anything. But anyways, Danikin Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you here. As most of you might have noticed, I've been putting out content every day lately. This last week, and yeah, I'm not officially like daily vlogging or anything. I'm not going to call it daily vlogging because I'm not putting out a piece of content. I'm putting out a piece of content today. It's just an hour-long live stream. So I'm doing content every day this month is how I'm doing it. I'm not daily vlogging though. But on the days that aren't set specific kind of, evergreen content, it's going to be, or it's not a live stream with you guys or something in the morning hanging out. It's going to be, it will be some vlogs and whatnot, but I'm definitely trying to stick with doing content every day. I don't want to say something because now I got to stick to it because told it to everybody. But it's, I'm just trying to push out some content. I've been lazy and it has affected everything a little bit on YouTube. I know my numbers and I'm not complaining. We do it to ourselves. You get lazy and you pay the price, and that goes for everything in life. So, you want something, you got to work hard for it. You got to work real hard for it. And so yeah, I'm kind of just I'm just gonna go hard with the content. There's so much going on in the house anyway. So for me, it's like there's no excuse not to film something every day because there's something to film every day, and it's good exercise for me to just kind of get over. Get over that like film edit thing. Just do it, and you do it every day. And my hopes is that it will help kind of make things a little easier, kind of like exercise, just like any other exercise. You got to do it and continually do it, and you get better at it, and you get and it gets easier. It becomes easier and smoother and faster, kind of. So that's kind of part of the goal too. It's just kind of exercising my mind by doing content every day, exercising my computer and my camera, and just making sure that I don't miss out on stuff that I want to share with y'all, because stuff does get missed. We're really busy getting stuff done. I'm just trying to figure out a way where I can kind of vlog it a little bit and share with you kind of some of the stuff that Amber and I do throughout the day to take care of the fish, deal with the fish in quarantine or whatnot, even just basic stuff, and just kind of figure out a way to film that and make it easy on me so that I can film it and still get the job done, and it not be such a just one thing or the other. Kind of do them. It's a juggle. That's for sure. Let's see. We need the Fish Fam Greyhound bus, right? Fish Dreams. How are you? Good to see you in here. It's really funny that you say that because about a year or two ago, I said I had a dream, and I told everybody I have a dream that I had, and that was to have a Fish Fam bus. It was to have to have a fish tuber fish fam bus, and go cross country, and along the way. Certain content creators get picked up and certain content creators get picked off, get dropped off along the way. Like some person might only do like 2 states or 1 state, and then they get off and they fly back home. That was just their little bit that they did. And then you pick up new content creators. Either way, whether it goes down that way, the idea would to go cross country and tour cross country coast to coast and go to different fish stores, try to hit some different events, hit different fish clubs and meetings and stuff, and just make it a full-on cross-country tour of all kinds of shenanigans with fish nerds. And fish house tours, go to people's houses and check out people's personal stuff, and that would be really cool. Obviously, we need to just find the bus. Priscilla has one in her backyard. It's an RV. I think it would work. I'm saying we all just buy that. It's just like we do it like a communal thing. We all put in on it. It needs a new engine probably. We need something a little bit bigger than that. We need to go a little bit higher than that. What we need to do is get a major corporate sponsor and get them to buy the bus, and they can put their goofy little logo on the side. And fish fam, hashtag fish fam, or fish tube, whatever. I'm watching the chat as I ramble on. I see what's going on here. I am this habanero cheese. What's up with this habanero cheese? Papa Harden, how are you, Dad? Good to see you up in the chat. Hope you're doing well. You're gonna have to start making some videos. You can't just keep popping up in here, and then people can keep going to your channel and they want to see videos. He was talking about live streaming. I'm just scared about what he's going to live stream about. It might not be fish related. And it will not reflect on me. But he was talking about streaming. I'm like, okay, go for it. Go for it. Connor Sings and Pets, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Hope you had a good 4th of July. Did I miss anything up here? Where are we at? I want to make sure I'm not missing things. I do want to say thank you again to Mike Howe for the $5 super chat. I'm yelling right into the microphone. And yeah, thank you so much. Just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything over there. Oh boy. Holly Biggs, how are you? Or Holly Gibbs, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, a nice bus, but not like a nice tour bus. Maybe like a used one still, but get like... It's almost like I don't want to go through the pain of trying to have some corporate sponsor, and then you got to do it their way, and I'd almost rather just be the nutty guy that just gets the bus on my own and hand paints it on the side like some hippie bus. Oh boy. Amber's downstairs shaking her head. Is she even commenting? She's just like not even going to feed into this one. I know it. She's like, you can go do that by yourself. Oh boy. Let me see. Checking out the chat. I'm getting excited. I'm getting a little closer. Start playing around with some tissue culture, cloning. I know that's off the beaten path just a tiny bitch. Bitch. Ooh. Whoa. Where'd that come from? Is that going to get me demonetized? Just a tiny bit? That's what I meant to say. I'm going to have to go in and edit that. I'm going to get demonetized. Just a tiny bit. What was I even saying? Anyways, the tissue culture cloning. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to, and I realize that I've come. Jason has helped me realize just a little bit that a lot that I need to just take it slow. It's not. Um, it's gonna take time. So I look forward to sharing that with you guys on the side a little bit. But tissue culture cloning is a deep, deep rabbit hole, and it takes a long time, and it's gonna be a tedious thing. I look at it as a hobby that I'm gonna do on the side and try not to get in trouble with spending too much time on it away from the fish. Uh, but I have to be careful because I could see myself having a whole closet full of tissue cultures with a bunch of lights on, and just I could see myself going deep in it if I don't watch out. Yes, I messed up there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with. Let's see what let's see what YouTube does to me for that one. She's laughing downstairs in the kitchen on that one. That was a slip up, and everybody's innocent ears are burning and bleeding. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sure the computer will hear that, but they won't hear my correction. Everybody's still laughing. They're still laughing. All right, let's see. What are we gonna switch to? Let's just switch to the monster. Let's go to the orange monster. This smells. I mean, smells. It tastes just like the orange Fanta. When I was a kid in Mexico, there was Coca-Cola products was what it was in Mexico and Central America in the 80s. And so as a kid, it was all in glass bottles still, and you could literally take the bottle for get five pesos for it. If you take enough bottles, you get another like 5 bottles, and you get a free Coke. When we were kids, we'd go collect Coke bottles to get drinks. It was really interesting. Anyways, but Fanta was my favorite. The orange Fanta was my favorite over Coca-Cola. And this tastes just like it, except it makes my heart palpitate. Okay. Oh boy. Anybody have any questions about anything going on in the house? There's so many things going on. There's a whole room in this house I haven't even shared yet. The main grow out room hasn't even been we haven't really started on it. We're getting there. I mean, I would like to get in there sooner than later and start painting and stuff, but there's other things to focus on first. But I can't wait to share that with you all as well and give you a chance to see what's going on there. The shipping department, I mean, we have a shipping department, but I want to finalize it. I was trying to get in there and I went and patched all the holes I could find, and I was just having a little fun in there. Went a little bit above and beyond what I needed to do for that room, but I just wanted to kind of clean it up a little bit more, and we're gonna have some different racks in there. I believe the Guppy rack live bears are gonna go in there. Live bears will be in the room that is the shipping department, and then I think there were gonna be killifish or something else in there. Shrimp. The shrimp rack I think is going in there, and that's where that's our utility room we call it. That's where the laundry, the washing machine, and the dryer are at. But that's where our shipping department is. So I got to finish that up, and I want to share that with you guys. I just haven't finished painting in there, and I didn't want to share it yet until it was painted. But I think that in the end, everybody just kind of wants to see the evolution of it. People don't. I know that I don't necessarily want to just see things finished. I want to see it as it evolves. I want to see it as it grows. So, Ginger, how do you know of these things? What streams are you in where you find out about these things? Amber there is a room with mirrors on the walls and a pole. Yes. God. Ginger Graves. Yep, that is a thing. That is a thing. That's the thing. That's the basement. That's the basement. Yes, there is. That is there is a room like that. uh, let's see. Yeah, we did not put it there. Obviously, that's the way it was. That's the way it was when Amber moved in to the place. It was like that. Oh, I'm messing with things. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the shrimp rack. No, really. So all that we have for shrimp, Amber has just a couple of shrimp here or there, but I have my group of kind of more the wild type cherry, the wild type neocaridina, And then I also have the yellow king kongs, which are I'm starting to see little shrimplets. So I'm happy they're coming around. They're starting to drop fry. I'm happy about that. And that's what I have for shrimp right now. So we're gonna do more on shrimp, but um, it's so not. It should be a priority. It could be a, kind of a priority, but I mean, there's just other fish that we're trying to. I think things are gonna get crazy soon when we start getting all these cichlid fry and we start needing more grow out and stuff like that. Things are gonna start to kick up, and then eventually there'll be this fire under our whats to get racks built because we're gonna need you need to have a place for these fry to grow out, and also to do some little spawning tanks and stuff for some of these tetra species and things like that. The JH Aquatics Dance Studio, right? I think that's what it was. Like everybody makes all these jokes about whatever happened in that room, personally, it looks like a gym. I want to go down there with my weights and just do stretches and do my weights down there because you can look in the mirror and make sure you're doing things symmetrical and stuff. I think somebody was either using it as a dance studio or it was just like the workout gym. It was a workout room down there at one point. I don't know. Who knows? There's all kinds of stories. There's all kinds of hypotheses. Practice for the side gig is Magic Mike. Oh boy, this chat's just going all over the place now. Let's see. Yeah, shrimp rack is gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna stick with more Caridina shrimp. I love my Caridinas because they just breed more true. I just much easier to work with when you're trying to selectively breed and try to breed a true line of shrimp. I would never try to do that with Neos after everything I've learned about them. Um, but then again, to each their own. Everybody does. But I definitely look forward to working with some more Caridina shrimp and finding some nice substrate, some buffered substrates that are going to work well with them. We'll see how that goes. Just to maintain some pH, some proper pH. And we have really nice water here to work with, which is nice. We have, it's about 80 to 90 parts per million. And the pH is about 6.8, 6.9 or something. So it's like neutral and it's got under 100 ppm. So it's a nice place to be for shrimp. Obviously it's nice to have RO and build up your water on your own. But besides the chlorine and the chloramine, I feel like so much of what's in that water is the chlorine and the chloramine. It is pretty brutal. The chlorine it is pretty strong and very deadly. This water is without some safe or prime. We primarily use safe throughout the house when doing mass water changes, like just racks of water changes. That's Amber's go-to is the safe. It works well. It stinks. I say it stinks, but it works very well. And then sometimes there's the prime. Just for a little, quick things, emergencies and quickie things. Just, if you're just splashing, just trying to work with a little bucket of water or something like that, or just a little, or whatnot. But for the most part, it's safe in this house. Let's see here. So when are you gonna start streaming? When are you gonna start doing live streams, Dad? We gotta do live streams. We gotta do something fishy. He's not gonna do anything. Who knows what? I'm afraid my dad's not gonna do. He's not gonna be streaming about fishy stuff. Or he might start fishy and then get into other things. It'd be a late night stream. I should get him on my stream. That's where we should start. Have my dad on as a guest on my stream. I don't know. Is that a good idea, Dad? We just set you up with your cell phone. You can just Zoom call me through your phone, and I can set it all up on this side and make it look all fancy dancy on this end. Right now, killifish. Well, we have the Heterandra formosa, which is at least killie. It's not really killie. We have the live bear Heterandra formosa, and as far as I know, there are no killifish. Yeah, there are no killifish in the house right now. But that was something I wanted to play around with as well. Not really play, work with them as well. But those are a little bit more like pet projects that I don't want to dive into just yet. There's like more fundamental stuff in this house, and there's the bread and butter fish, so to speak, and things like that that need to be maintained first, and are being maintained, but need to be, need to work on that stuff first, and then down the line, I think that, for me, killifish is more of a wormhole like tissue culture cloning, that I know I can go deep on it just with killies and all the different kinds. It could get crazy. So I want to be careful. That's one of those things. Even like shrimp, some of these things that could even just guppies alone or betta fish, right? You just go completely down a rabbit hole just with that one kind of fish. And it could get really deep and dangerous and expensive. So I'm trying to hold back, honestly, from just going too deep down the killifish rabbit hole right now. Let's see. I'm hearing noises in the backyard. Is that Amber in the backyard? No. I thought I heard Amber in the backyard. I'm like, what is she doing? We're getting in the garden still. We have Zebra Finch. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. I thought that Pat would be up in here, and then I realized it's probably in the middle of the night for him, and he's got class tomorrow probably. So, yeah, you guys definitely talk about puffers. Is somebody talking about puffers? Did I miss something about puffers? Oh boy, everybody's just I'm seeing Amber's jokes late on me, giving me stuff. Yes, I have heard stuff about the fish that I left in the VI. Unfortunately, I'm completely and totally bummed that Elliot did not make it, and I don't know what it was. I'm thinking it was the water that the guy had, the person that I gave Elliot to. I think it's the water that they were using for water changes, and whether or not he was properly using safe. And Elliot, being an eel, he's a scaleless fish. Either way, he was lost, so as far as I know. That's very unfortunate. On the other hand, the shrimp are doing very well. I left, so because I couldn't get all of the little tiny yellow King Kongs out, I just microscopic. There's little shrimplet everywhere. It was not something I could do. And that was going for all the shrimp tanks, really. I was just like, I can't break down this tank. I'm going to kill hundreds of little microscopic shrimplets if I break down these shrimp tanks. So I had to try to pass them off, and I pushed them off on a friend of mine. He got 3 different tanks. He's got a yellow King Kong tank. He's got he's got a cherry shrimp tank. And then he's got my blue bolts, which at the last minute I was going to try to bring those and bag those on the plane. And I'm telling you, it was such a stressful experience getting out that day. Everything got really rough. It was, I want to say it was traumatic. It was a very stressful experience for me to get out of there, especially with everything, the way that was going down at that time with everything going on in the world. At that time, it was really not easy. It was, well, I shouldn't complain about that, but anyways. But the blue bolts, they're doing awesome. The blue bolts are doing. He took me a picture and sent me a picture in Facebook Messenger, and I was so jealous because I want my blue bolts. And there's all these little shrimplets in there. All these little blue bolt shrimplets everywhere, and I'm just like, man, I want them. So that's something I miss. I really want to get another group of blue bolts, some nice deep blue bolts. That was kind of always been my dream to breed out. To work on a nice line of deep blue bolts, maybe even something that could make it to competition for fun. Something I always wanted to do, and I think I want to continue to fulfill that dream. So that's something I will have in the future. We'll play around with some shrimp for sure, and I'll definitely get some blue bolts in the future for sure. It'll happen. Let's see. Yeah, it's a very big bummer about Elliot. There's like a couple of fish that really just made me want to cry, and there's Elliot. This is my angel fish, Michelangelo. There's been a couple of moments with fish, with different fishes that can be pretty painful when you've had something for years, It's you know, you've been feeding him for years and looking into his eyes and hanging out with him and talking to him through the glass. Let's see. I'm just looking at the chat, just seeing what's going on here. Do I know any way of getting the funnel panchaks gardenerai? Now I had a group of funnel panchaks, a group of gardenerai that I had purchased from Dan's Fishes, or Dan's Fish, and you can definitely check him out. He might have some gardenerai. He had some P82s that came as a location point. It was actually wild caught or of wild genetics. Like offspring of like F1s of P82s and stuff like that. I don't know what he has now, if he has any of that now left, but that's where I got my gardener. But I might do those again too, because I never successfully. I even had fry at one time, and then something happened with the water. I think I just did too much of a water change on the fry, and it killed the fry. Nuked the fry, but that's about as close as I have gotten with the gardener. You know, I had collected the eggs. I had them on peat for 2 weeks, and then I hydrated them, and then yeah, and I had fry for like 2 days feeding them. They're even eating live baby brine. But yeah, I messed that one up. That's my fault. I need to have more of a little setup and be a little bit more prepared. That's one thing I'd say to people. You know, it's like it's awesome and it's fun to breed fish, but there's a responsibility in it for sure. And I think that that's something that not enough people are willing to talk about. But there's definitely, you know, you shouldn't just breed stuff to breed stuff. Now you got a 300 angelfish fry. What are you gonna do with them? How are you gonna feed them? How are you gonna take care of them? How are you gonna do water changes when you got a day job, right? And then where are you gonna sell them to? So there's all that. And I, you know, even with a little thing, even like me, just to sit there and have a couple of killifish and you know, yeah, I take the eggs. I felt really bad because I go and do all that, but I wasn't really prepared and hadn't have it set up, and then I turn around and killed all the fry. So I definitely say it's worth doing the research and taking the time to set your stuff up properly ahead of time. Especially if you're trying to breed stuff. Anyways, let's see. Where am I looking in chat? I feel like I'm missing stuff in chat. I should not be missing anything in chat, but I feel like I am. I'm looking at all live chat. We might all get in trouble, right, Dad? Well, that doesn't surprise me. Something's smelling good, and I know the neighbors. Now I can hear Amber's outside watering the garden, and you might be able to hear that. And then the neighbors, somebody's got a grill going somewhere. Either that or she put all the pulled pork in the oven, and I'm smelling pulled pork that's being heated up in the oven. All I know is it smells really good, and I hope I get to eat it. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with some people are talking back and forth here in the chat. Anyways, I do want to say thank you though to everyone in here that are members. Ginger Graves, thank you so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being a member. To everyone else in here that is a member of my channel and all of my moderators in here, thank you all so much for everything that you do as well. I really do appreciate that. I do. I look forward to doing some more member stuff. Definitely keep your eyes out for that. I want to kind of give. I'm trying to get this calendar going here so that I can actually let you guys know a little bit more ahead of time. I want you guys. I want all of my moderators, or you know, my members to make it to these things. I might be doing some stuff that's just kind of like unlisted, and I'm gonna pass it out to like Patreon and my members, and to some places. And whoever sees it, and if they share it to somebody and somebody shows up, I'm not going to be mad. And it's just kind of like a private party, but not completely private. Because that's what I feel bad about the members. I mean, I will do stuff for members only, for sure, definitely. But there is this weird feeling like you're kind of excluding everyone else by doing members. But at the same time, I do completely and totally appreciate all the support that I get from my members. And for that, I totally want to offer them something extra special that most people don't get to see. And most of it will be behind the scenes stuff. Just like I said, just going mobile, hanging out. Amber and I hanging out, cooking in the kitchen, feeding the fish around the house, maybe doing some water changes. and just chatting with y'all and answering questions as we do it, and just hanging out with my core people. Anyways, so once again, I want to thank you guys so much. Who's gonna be going up next? I'm just wondering. I didn't see Candy up in here, or William Jansen isn't up in here today. That's for sure as well. I miss him today, and a few other people. But I'm just curious who's going up next. Blake's Aquatics, you're going to go ahead and do your thing next, right? Is that how it's going down, or is it going to be... Okay, cool. So Blake's Aquatics is going next, so everybody make your way over to Blake's Aquatics down under in Australia. He's going to be sharing all his stuff, and he has some fun stuff every once in a while. I enjoy some of the games, some of the fun stuff that he does to get people engaged and interact. I really do enjoy that. I look forward to dinner, Taco Bell. It's funny you say that, though, because I've been on an island for so long, and I haven't had Taco Bell in, like, so many years. Like, a nacho bell. Taco Bell sounds good to me right now, even though there's something so much better in the oven. So I can't wait for dinner. I look forward to that. That's going to be nice. I can't wait for dinner. I'm smelling it. There's something going on downstairs, and it smells too good. Let's see. Hamburgers tonight. Hamburgers not bad either. That sounds good. All right. Well, I hope you all have a good one. I want you guys to have a chance to go ahead and get drinks and things like that. I want to say happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to my father as well. Again, I'm gonna have to give him a call, and I do have to call some other family as well. But I want you all to enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Hang out with some family, just relax, spend some time with water changes, hanging out with the tanks, definitely. And just take it easy. Don't stress. One day at a time, and we get it all done. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Pam, good to see you up in here. You take care. And definitely everybody hit that like button. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Maybe I'll do something during the week and surprise everybody with a live stream. Maybe Sunday night. Maybe something late night either. That'd be cool. Some late night stuff. I don't know. Seems like fun to me. Anyways, well, you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And thank you all so much for all of your support. Thank you to all of you that like, comment, and share on all of the videos I've been putting out like every day. And remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.